whenever.
Okay. So today I'm repeating Lynn's speech on lowering the drinking age to 18 harms the health of young adults. Her claims are lowering the drinking age to 18 affects a person's growth and development. It can have a great effect on the youth of America, and it would increase the rate of drunk driving accidents. For the first one, lowering the drinking age to 18 affects a person's growth and development. It's really hard to refute the fact that a person's body is not developed until they're 21. However, the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 was changed to 21, not because of the fact that it affects 18-year-olds, but because the U.S. didn't want to lose millions of dollars towards federal highway funds. For her second one, it's lowering the drinking age to 18 can have a great effect on the youth of America. I think that lowering the drinking age would cause teens to become more cautious towards alcohol. They would not feel the need to hide the fact that they were consuming alcohol, so then it would be an activity done in moderation instead of binge drinking. David J. Hansen, PhD, says that upon turning age 21, many adults find it no longer so much fun to go into bars or drink precisely because it is legal for them to do so. Therefore, if the drinking age is lowered, many 18-year-olds won't feel the need or pressure to consume large amounts of alcohol because the desire for the forbidden fruit will not be present. She says that it increases the vulnerability to infectious diseases and cancer. However, a lot of things do that. There's many studies about cell phones and your microwave. It might cause more, but everything causes diseases. It also would cause teens to seek medical attention without fear of legal consequences if the minimum drinking age was lowered, which would in turn reduce the number of people hurt from alcohol-related incidences. And her third fact, with that it would increase the rate of drunk driving accidents, but I believe that it would not increase the rate of drunk driving accidents because a study in 2009 said that 21 to 24-year-olds have the highest percentage of drivers in fatal crashes at 35% with blood alcohol concentration of 0.08 or higher, which is not 18-year-olds. And says that many countries that have the drinking age set at 18 have better or the same drunk driving statistics as the U.S. So having the drinking age at 21 really does not affect drunk driving. So overall, I think lowering the drinking age would only affect the government, not so much growth and development. It would cause teens to be more cautious towards alcohol, and it would not increase the rate of drunk driving accidents. So I think the drinking age should be 18 because that's no effect on the health of young.
That's okay, don't worry about it. All right, structural things are fine. You label the main and secondary points. I think during the course of the speech, you ought to stick to some of those numerical signposts because a couple of times material runs together, like especially in the middle when you're talking about vulnerability to diseases at one point, then later on you're talking about teens having confidence to engage with law enforcement even if they've been drinking illegally, and it just didn't seem to make much sense why those 2 points are together. If they're responsive to the advocate's particular points, then you need to signpost it that way. The transition to your first point was relatively clear. I mean, you basically accept the first point. You say that there's not much to challenge that. So on the second point, then the question is, How are you going to respond to it? And you basically present some counterclaims that suggest that people would reduce drinking because it would not be forbidden fruit, or they would be more assertive about handling their drinking problems. You did have a quote on the forbidden fruit thing. It's very speculative. It's the conclusion of this particular scholar who says this. There's not much proof other than their expertise that's offered in support of that, but you did offer some information there. I don't know that you really dealt with the advocate's evidence on this particular point, and I think that if you're going to do a contrast, you want to make sure that you challenge the other side as well. Now, the same sort of thing with the issue about vulnerability to disease or mistakes or problems that people are making. You basically suggest that people would be more assertive if it was legal for them to do this, but there's no evidence that supports that particular point. On the last point on reducing drunk driving, you've got one piece of statistical information that suggests that the rates of drunk driving are highest among 21 to 24-year-olds, but why that shows that lowering the drinking age would not produce similar outcomes at lower ages, I'm not quite sure. And then you've got an argument that says that other countries have better numbers on drunk driving by youth, but you don't offer any evidence to support that. So you've got some of the right counterclaims, but you need, I think, a little bit more evidence to support them and a little bit more aggressive analysis of the advocate's evidence, too. All right, thank you.